Cardiologist's warning. What happens to your blood circulation if you drink coffee without sugar every day? Do you know what the most dangerous mistake millions of Brazilians make every single morning is? It's a mistake so common it seems harmless, but it could be silently destroying your blood circulation without you even realizing it. Last week, a gentleman named Mr. Antonio, a 68-year-old retired shopkeeper from Campinas, came to my clinic. He's always been someone who wakes up early. His very first action each day? Coffee. Every single day for over 40 years. But about 6 months ago, he started feeling something strange. A tingling in his legs, cold feet even in warm weather, and an unshakable tiredness. He went to the doctor, had some tests done, and the results were a shock, a serious circulation problem. His arteries were compromised. And do you know what he discovered that changed everything? The answer was in that cup of coffee he drank every day. But it wasn't the coffee itself that was the problem. It was what he was putting into it. Today, his legs no longer tingle. His circulation has improved so much that even his doctor was impressed. And he hasn't stopped drinking coffee. Quite the opposite. Before this video is over, you'll know exactly what Mr. Antonio did and how such a simple change saved his circulation, because it could save yours too. I'm Dr. Carolina Mendez. For 15 years, I've dedicated my life to caring for the health of people like you. My mission is to bring knowledge and practical tools so you can take control of your own health. But before we continue, I have a small request. If this topic is important to you, please click the like button below. It only takes a second and helps me reach more people who need this information. And now, tell me, in the comments, type 1 if you drink coffee every day. If you don't, type 0. And tell me what beverage you prefer in the morning. Let's get started. Mr. Antonio was the type of hardworking man you see everywhere. He opened a hardware store at 25, worked hard his whole life, raised 3 children, paid off his home, and retired at 63. He deserved to rest. His routine was sacred. He'd wake up at 6 a.m., always early, even after retiring. The first thing was coffee, a big, hot mug with 3 heaping spoonfuls of sugar. He used to say that coffee without sugar was no good. It had no taste, no kick. He'd drink his coffee, read the newspaper, chat with his wife, and go for a short walk. A peaceful life, a good life. But about 6 months ago, he started noticing something different. At first, he dismissed it as nothing, something in his head. His legs felt heavy when he walked. He'd get tired quickly, very quickly. He'd stop to rest, take a deep breath, and continue. Then came the tingling, numb feet, especially at night. He'd wake up in the middle of the night with that unsettling feeling. He'd wiggle his toes, get up, walk around a bit, and it would improve. But then it would return. One morning, he looked down at his feet. They were purplish, cold, even though he was wearing thick socks, even though it was warm outside. His wife was alarmed and told him to see a doctor. He resisted, being a stubborn man, thinking it would pass. It didn't. His first attempt to solve the problem was at the pharmacy. He spoke to the pharmacist, who recommended a circulation cream, saying it was good and many people bought it. Mr. Antonio bought it, applied it daily, followed the instructions precisely. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, nothing changed. His feet remained cold. The tingling worsened, now reaching his knees. His second attempt involved a neighbor who owned a health food store. She told him about a miracle tea, ginkgo biloba and horse chestnut. She promised improved circulation in 15 days. He bought the whole package, spent almost 300 reals, and took it religiously, 3 times a day. He boiled the water correctly, strained it, and drank it. The result? Absolutely none. After a month, the problem was no better. In fact, it was worse. Now he felt pain when he walked, a burning pain. He had to stop every 100 meters. His wife couldn't take it anymore and booked him a private appointment. She didn't want to wait for the public health system. She was truly scared. She had a friend whose husband had died from a circulation problem that started with tingling and ended in amputation. The doctor ordered tests: a Doppler ultrasound of his legs, blood tests, glucose levels, cholesterol, triglycerides, everything. The results came back. Mr. Antonio sat in the doctor's office. The doctor opened his file, looked at him, and said, "Mr. Antonio, you have peripheral artery disease. The arteries in your legs are clogged. Your circulation is compromised. This needs urgent treatment." He felt the ground disappear beneath him. He asked, "Doctor, but how? I've always been healthy. I never smoked. I don't drink. I walk every day." The doctor continued, asking about his diet, his habits, his routine, and then asked a question that changed everything. "Do you drink coffee?" "Yes, doctor, every day, since I was a boy." "With sugar?" "With 3 spoonfuls, doctor. Otherwise, it's no good." The doctor took a deep breath and explained, "Mr. Antonio, the sugar you put in your coffee every day has been destroying your arteries for years. And if you don't change this now, improve their circulation naturally." This is a recipe that combines pure coffee with spices that further enhance its circulatory benefits. Ingredients: 1 cup of brewed black coffee without sugar, half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a quarter teaspoon of ground ginger. If you wish to sweeten it, 1 level teaspoon of pure honey. Preparation: first, prepare your coffee as you normally would, filtered or in a coffee maker. Keep it nice and hot. Then, pour the coffee into your cup, add the ground cinnamon, and add the ground ginger. Stir well until dissolved. If you want to sweeten it, add the honey and stir again. How to use: drink this beverage in the morning, either on an empty stomach or right after breakfast. 1 cup a day is sufficient. You can drink it every day. Results typically begin to appear in 2 to 3 weeks. Why does this recipe work? Cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar levels and improves insulin sensitivity. Ginger has powerful anti-inflammatory properties, dilates blood vessels, and improves blood flow. And pure coffee, as I've already explained, protects your arteries with its antioxidants. Together, these 3 ingredients create a synergy, each enhancing the effects of the others. Honey, if you choose to use it, has a much lower glycemic index than refined sugar and doesn't cause that sugar spike. Remember, this recipe doesn't replace medical consultation. If you are taking any medication for blood pressure, diabetes, or heart conditions, talk to your doctor before starting. This recipe is a supplement, an ally, not a medical treatment. Before we continue, I want to share something special. If you want access to more recipes like this and exclusive practical tips, I invite you to become a member of this channel. Members get access to exclusive videos, extra recipes, and can ask me questions directly. The link is right here below in the video description. Now, let's get to the most important part. I'm going to show you exactly what happens in your body when you stop putting sugar in your coffee and start drinking it black. And the benefits go far beyond circulation. Benefit number 7, reduction of chronic inflammation. When you cut sugar from your coffee, you immediately reduce inflammation in your body. Chronic inflammation is the root cause of almost all degenerative diseases. Arthritis, diabetes, Alzheimer's, heart disease, they all start with inflammation. Pure black coffee has a natural anti-inflammatory effect. Within 2 weeks, you'll already feel the difference. Less joint pain, less swelling. Your body responds quickly. Benefit number 6, improved blood pressure. Many people think coffee raises blood pressure. That's only partially true. Black coffee might cause a small temporary increase, but it soon helps relax the blood vessels. The problem is when you add sugar. Sugar, on the other hand, raises blood pressure chronically. Studies show that people who drink black coffee have better blood pressure control than those who drink sweetened coffee. One of my patients reduced their blood pressure from 14/9 to 12/8 in 3 months, simply by removing sugar from their coffee. Benefit number 5. Protection against type 2 diabetes. Pure coffee has a protective effect against diabetes. It improves insulin sensitivity, helping the body use glucose more efficiently. But when you add sugar, you do the opposite. You overload the pancreas. You force insulin production. Over time, cells become resistant, and then diabetes sets in. Cutting sugar from your coffee is one of the simplest ways to prevent this disease. Benefit number 4. More stable energy throughout the day. Have you noticed that when you drink coffee with sugar, you get a boost for half an hour and then crash? That's the blood sugar spike and drop. Sugar gives you quick, artificial energy. It doesn't last, and when it drops, you feel worse than before. Black coffee gives you real energy, energy from caffeine being absorbed gradually, without spikes and crashes. You'll feel alert all day without that heavy feeling. Benefit number 3. Effortless weight loss. 3 spoonfuls of sugar in your coffee are 60 calories. If you have 3 coffees a day, that's 180 calories. In a month, that's 5,400 calories. In a year, that's 64,000 calories. This is equivalent to 9 kilograms of pure fat just from the sugar in your coffee. Imagine cutting that out. You'll lose weight without dieting, without starving, just by changing one thing. Benefit number 2. Sharper brain and improved memory. Pure coffee stimulates the production of a substance called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. This substance protects neurons, stimulates the formation of new connections, improves memory, and prevents diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. But sugar interferes with this process. Sugar causes inflammation in the brain and impairs cognition. My patients who cut out sugar report improvements in concentration, memory, and reasoning within weeks. And now, benefit number 1, the most important one of all. Stay until the end, because this one could save your life. Benefit number 1, reversal of vascular aging. Your arteries have an age, and this age isn't always the same as your chronological age. You might be 60 years old on paper, but have arteries of 80 or arteries of 40. It depends on how you treat them. Sugar ages arteries. It causes a process called glycation. Sugar molecules stick to the proteins in the arterial walls, making them stiff, brittle, and losing elasticity. This is accelerated vascular aging. But when you stop consuming sugar and start drinking black coffee, the process reverses. Arteries begin to recover, inflammation decreases, plaques stop growing, and in some cases, even regress. Patients who make this change show significant improvement in vascular ultrasound exams. Arteries regain elasticity, blood flow improves. And this means less risk of heart attack, less risk of stroke, less risk of amputation, more years of quality life. Don't relax just yet, because there's something you need to understand. It's not enough to just remove sugar from your coffee. You need to know how to drink black coffee correctly to maximize its benefits. First tip, drink coffee in the morning, preferably after a light meal. Coffee on an empty stomach can be irritating for some people's stomachs. If you have sensitivity, eat a piece of fruit or a slice of whole wheat toast first, then have your coffee. This way, you'll avoid discomfort and better enjoy the effects. Second tip, don't drink more than 3 cups a day. Excessive caffeine can cause anxiety, insomnia, and even rapid heartbeat. The ideal dose for most people is 2 to 3 cups of brewed coffee per day, which is about 300 milligrams of caffeine, a safe and beneficial amount. Third tip, prefer filtered coffee or coffee made with a cloth filter. Avoid excessive espresso. Espresso coffee has more of the coffee's natural oils, and these oils can increase cholesterol in some people. Filtered coffee retains these oils in the filter, making it safer for the heart. Fourth tip, if you really can't drink bitter coffee, use natural sweeteners. Stevia is a good option. Erythritol too. Honey in small quantities, as I mentioned, but absolutely no refined sugar, no excessive brown sugar, No heaping spoonfuls of honey. Less is more. Fifth tip, add spices. Cinnamon, as I've shown, ginger, cardamom. These spices not only improve the flavor, but also enhance the beneficial effects. You can even add a little pure unsweetened cocoa powder. It's delicious, and cocoa is also rich in antioxidants. If you've learned something new so far, please click the like button. It helps me immensely to continue this work. Now, I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you. There are people who should not drink coffee, even without sugar. If you have severe gastroesophageal reflux, coffee can worsen your symptoms. Caffeine relaxes the esophageal sphincter, allowing stomach acid to rise. In this case, it might be better to avoid it or significantly reduce your intake. If you have cardiac arrhythmias, caffeine can trigger episodes. Talk to your cardiologist before drinking coffee regularly. If you take certain medications, like some antidepressants or bronchodilators, coffee can interact. Caffeine can potentiate or diminish the medication's effect. Check with your doctor. And if you are pregnant, limit your intake to 1 small cup per day. Excessive caffeine during pregnancy can pose risks to the baby. But for most people over 60 who are healthy or have controlled conditions, black coffee is safe and beneficial. Now, let's talk about something almost no one knows. Coffee improves circulation not just in your legs and heart, it also improves cerebral circulation. And this has a huge impact on preventing dementia. Studies show that people who drink coffee and often respond personally. If this video helped you, I ask for one thing. Think of someone you love who also needs to hear this, and send this video to them. It could be your father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, a friend. You can literally change someone's life. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'll enjoy this one too, which is appearing on your screen now. I prepared it especially for the subscribers of this channel. It talks about the 5 signs that your arteries are clogged and you don't even realize it. Thank you for your time and trust. I'm Dr. Carolina Mendez. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.